In 1985, when I was 21, I taped my grandmother, Rebecca Levy, telling stories. I'd always known she'd had a challenging and colorful past: 2 husbands, 6 children, many countries, multiple languages, and upheavals. But there was so much I didn't know. I knew she was Jewish, but was she Turkish or Spanish? The fact that she was an embroiderer of both fabric and reality was common knowledge in our family. Was she telling the truth when she said she'd been born rich and lost everything? In my interviews, I asked her many questions, though not nearly enough, and she offered me many glimpses of her life. In 1925, after having moved from Istanbul to Barcelona, Rebecca married Cohen Baruch. In 1928, he abandoned her and their 2 infant sons and returned to his home in northwest Turkey. Eventually, he summoned her, but she arrived to discover that he had died while she was on her way.
I got so scared. And see women coming, people coming, they were coming. I say, Oro. I said, that was his niece name. Oro, I said, what are these people coming over here? He say, no, don't worry. He said, they'll tell you what is it coming. So when a woman came next to me, she sit down right next to me. She say, my sweet, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry what happened to you. Say, it happened to me the same thing. I was very young when I lost my husband. He say, it happens to me. What do you mean? He said, that I lost my husband? The way you talk, don't talk to me like this. I was telling him. He say, yes, that's what happened. And all of a sudden I fainted and I went down and that's all. And I don't remember anything else. Well, I got married with, I have a sister over here living in America, and yes, Corinne, and she sent me a letter and told me that I know I have a friend over here, very nice man, that he lost his wife, and his wife was a woman that I was very friendly with her. We live in the same country in Turkey. We live together. So she can, in Istanbul. And I have 2 sons in Spain that the war started, and I couldn't get. And finally, we went to the American consul, and he told us, were they born in Spain? I say, yes, in Barcelona. So, and the consul say, okay. He say, we'll bring him over, don't worry. I started to cry. I was so nervous because I was carrying a baby.
My grandmother died in 1992. In 2014, spurred by the worldwide refugee crisis and by my own sense of time accelerating in middle age, I returned to her story. I traveled to Turkey, Spain, and Cuba, interviewed relatives and strangers, read books. I stared and stared at family photographs. In the resulting narrative, I used photos and some real names, but I wrote the story as a novel, full of inner life and invented scenes. My grandmother used to tell me that I had big ears because I loved to hear her stories. The fact that I've ended up with a big mouth as well would not surprise her. De boca en boca, she might have said in Judeo-Spanish, from mouth to mouth, from hers to mine.
And I'll tell you the truth, the whole story, because you're not a child. You can understand.